the Try Jesus podcast.
Well, everybody, it's been our weekly podcast that we started 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
It's been 2 years since we did our weekly podcast.
Yeah, I thought it was longer than that. I guess it was 2. Well,
Anyway,
a lot of life.
a lot of life.
Some death. And, lost my dad and mom 3 years ago. You lost your mom 5 years ago.
6. Yeah.
And we just want to start off with a very, very real morbid thought here.
We just really wanted to start this podcast off on a good high-low note.
I think that's real. And for us, there's been a lot of loss. And so to navigate that with life and kids, and Jude, our oldest son, graduated last year from Washington High School. They both went to state in golf. Just busy. And church podcast was kind of the last thing on our mind. So,
And people have basically just been banging down our door asking
we
for
get
this.
asked probably 10 times a day.
Saying, when is your podcast?
Bring it back. Yeah. So we're just giving the people what they want.
No, in all reality, the purpose of this podcast is really for our church to hear things beyond a Sunday morning. You can't talk about everything in a message on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I get 5 minutes on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a small prophetic thought. Yours
4.5, but you take your liberties.
Yeah, I do. I do sometimes take my liberties. This Sunday I did take my liberty. I felt the eyeballs from the front.
Would we say
but
that
it was
was
my
5 minutes?
anniversary, and I felt like
It was
like
your
it was my anniversary, and
anniversary.
I was able to take those extra
You're not
minutes.
wearing your gift.
I know. I'm not. Isaac got me these crystal earrings that are so beautiful. They're a little fancy, and I felt like I was
I thought they were fancy.
I was going fancy mode if I put them on, and as a girl, you have to know like your limits of fancy and what's fancy, what's not.
It's true. I love my gift. So
You love your
Oh.
It's because I didn't get him a gift. Okay, wow, we are really starting this out on high notes. But
you gave me other things.
Okay. Here's the thing.
24 years. So we just celebrated 24 years of marriage on this weekend.
Yeah, on November 2nd. And you know what? I wanted to say this. I said it in front of the whole church.
Okay.
And I know that this podcast is about things we didn't say on Sunday.
Okay.
But I do want to say 24 years of marriage. I was watching our wedding video, which is so cool. We got this incredible videographer, Chris Corrado.
Yeah.
He actually reposted our wedding video on our anniversary, by the way.
Yes.
And he was like, what a fun thing I got to do for
This year?
this
He
couple.
posted?
Yeah, he posted it. It was so cool.
He worked in Hollywood.
Yeah. But anyway, my parents knew him through my sister's friend. Anyway, he came and filmed our wedding and made it basically a music video. And we're talking in 2001, before people were filming and doing. I mean, people didn't really even have many videographers out there. No. So he basically made a music video out of that Obsession song by Delirious, which was incredible. Loved it. Yeah. Why did I say all this? I remember why I said all this. Because
So I can't.
I'll just let you keep going. That's great. It's
in
so
my head,
beautiful.
That sounded like awesomeness.
It was awesome. But anyway, so I was watching that video and I was like, oh, that was so special. You know, those fun feelings of just on your wedding day. Obviously, there's so many things involved, but the main feeling is like, I'm spending the rest of my life with this person. I'm watching these videos and remembering that feeling. And I thought how wonderful now. We've been married for 24 years and I have that same feeling, but I've watched you for 24 years.
Yeah.
Like lay your life down for me.
Thank you.
And it's the way that Jesus talks about marriage is about how a husband should lay his life down for his bride.
Yeah.
Just as he did for the church.
Yeah.
And
you have to lead in that. Yeah.
You have done that.
The wedding day.
You're trying to push me on. But
we're going to have sex.
Yeah.
That's we were talking. That's what I
Anyway.
was thinking about. But no. What?
No, I was just saying, like, I think.
No, I think that you went to submission too on Sunday, which was like, I was like, okay.
I 100% believe
okay.
in submission. Obviously, it's in the Bible. Wives submit to your husband. But even the word husband, actually, we learned this from Nathan Finocchio, is as a gardener, right? Like a husband is one who tends to a garden, which is what a husband does for their wife, and you tend to her and you lay your life down.
Yeah.
And then that makes a woman want to submit in the sense of I trust your leadership. I trust your decision. And we make so many decisions together, of course.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if I can, I don't even know at this point. So we could dive deep into that submission. Maybe we will someday, because it's not even like we're making decisions together. And I'm like, okay, Isaac, I will submit to you in this because you are my husband. We do not make decisions like that. We are always still coming together in like we disagree.
Yeah. And if we're not, I'll just put the smack down on you and tell you that, what needs to happen. So,
well, sometimes I guess you probably have to, but maybe I don't even realize that I am submitting. No, but it's just like.
So, I don't know if that's a huge topic. Cause I think especially nowadays with women, leading, I think even a lot of roles in ministry, which I think is awesome. I don't think that the rise of women in leadership and women pastoring and women, across the board is just a reaction to feminism in our culture. I think, I know it's a God thing. But the $1 million question for me, at least, because again, that's not a problem for me. Never has been. Women in ministry, women pastors, women
that
elders,
was your entire upbringing. I grew up with women who weren't even allowed on the stage.
Yeah. Which is probably where we need to go back to, I think. But no,
clearly. We don't take up your
so
time.
even I remember going somewhere before Bible college or something. Someone was like, hey, what's your stance on women in ministry? And I didn't have one because I was like, I didn't know that if it was a problem. Like, I don't know. What? My first pastor was a woman, Violet Kitely, Shiloh Christian Fellowship. Her husband did die, and she took the church, and I think for a long time. And so I don't know, my YWAM leader, the prominent preacher and teacher, was a woman. And so, it was normal for me, women and elders and the whole thing. And again, I think it's biblical. We can get into it. But we are both equal and both the, image bearers of God. So again, you're graced according to the gifting. I don't think you just need to be a man in order to do so many things in life and in church. The roles and responsibilities, again, might be a whole other thing. But my thing is like, we need a men's movement. Like, men, I think, have become passive. And I don't know if that's just because, if the job's getting done, I'm not going to do it. And women are doing the job of leading the home maybe. And I don't know, just multitasking the week and just getting things done. And so men are whatever, but
because naturally as women, like we parent the kids when they're younger and you're taking care of them, their schedules, all these things. So it kind of ends up becoming you're leading your home and the man's going off to work or something. But now both of us are working and life obviously is different
and you're
now.
A team. So you really are a team. Yeah. But again, and I'm a leader. I think I don't know if I'm a natural leader. But I am a leader. Yeah. And I think what you're saying is the ultimate mission of the marriage is the same, and you can submission. Submission is a coming under the greater mission, right? So the co-mission, Jesus's mission is to save the world. Yeah. We're in a co-mission with that. So as a woman, as a wife, you are submissioning to the mission of marriage, which the man is equally laying down his life. So first and foremost, I'm laying my life down for you as Christ did the church, right? Yeah. That's what we're talking about. So my mission is one of death, which is what Christians do. We die. We die to ourselves. We pick up our cross. We follow Jesus. So if a man can do that, if a man is looking for leadership, what do I say? What do I do? The idea is to get low, is to lay down your life. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And but that's your job too. But a submission is that my thoughts at times don't care. And a woman can lead in that. At the end of the day.
Wait, what do you mean your thoughts don't care? Or you mean your thoughts don't?
Well, the word submit, and we're looking at it like submit.
But
submit. It's like, whoa, that's a scary word. It's kind of
it does sound like a scary word. And even when I said it on Sunday, it's so funny because it's like, it is a Bible verse. But as I'm saying it, I'm like, people aren't going to like this. Yeah. But it's the same in that verse, like delight yourself in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. You're literally we're delighting ourselves in marriage and you will get the desires of your heart. It's not like none of us would have a problem saying submit to Jesus.
No.
But that is what we are doing in marriage.
So let's get into it then. Then do you really think you like submit to me at times? Well, where I was going.
I think that probably early in our marriage, there was more of a conscious effort to do that on certain decisions that you have made. But like, there's never been a decision, I think, that you've had to make where you were like, submit to me. Like,
because that's like domineering control.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, but ultimately, what's kind of funny is we've probably talked about things and it has become what I think maybe was my idea all along, but really you're the one who came up with the idea.
Inception.
But then as you are married for a long time, you kind of become the same person too. So I feel like, I don't know if I can't even think of a time recently that there's been where I'm like, I will just submit to you. Probably the biggest thing would have been with merging families. So like your family and then my family. Mm-hmm. Like, and now 3/4 of your family is gone. So that's a whole nother conversation. But maybe like submitting, like, okay, you're like, I really want to do Christmas with my family this year. Or I'm like, I want to do them with my family. Like, maybe that would be the only times, but that's not even like submitting. That's just like,
see, I think, okay. So back in the day, I think in the 80s, we think about a squeaky clean, pastoral couple. Yeah. And he's wearing a suit and tie, his hair's combed over, and the wife. And like, there's times where the man is literally like, this is what we're doing, sweetie. Yeah. And you need to submit. And the wife's like, okay.
And what would that type of decision have been? Like moving to a different state or something?
Hopefully
like something
not,
like
there has to be agreement.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Those are big, big things that if you were like, we are doing this, like you just never do that. But see, this is the other thing is that God never does that.
Never does what?
Like, you are going to do this. Like, that's not our relationship with the Lord. So why would we even think that that's the relationship that we're going to have in marriage?
You don't think God does that?
Like, you will do this or else.
God's will. God speaks pretty boldly.
Yes, but what he does is he woos you along and you're in this position.
Sounds like a very female Jesus right now.
Listen. It's possible. It's possible. And look, I'm going to submit to you. But I'm saying that that's not my relationship with Jesus, because what happens is he brings, and this is why I said, delight yourself in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart, because you're merging, like all of a sudden you start to realize that your will is his will, because you're getting closer and closer. Yeah. And that's kind of how marriage is too. Like I'm getting closer and closer with you. So like our wills are kind of the same. Mm-hmm. Like I'm never like, even when we moved to Australia, gigantic move onto the other side of the world. Yeah. Our boys were 2 and 3 years old. Yeah. It was never like I was telling, like, you were never saying like, this is something that we're going to do and you need to submit to me. We were both submitted to the Lord and felt like God spoke that to us in different places. So maybe that's even bringing us to our next point, which we had wanted to talk about prayer. Yeah. But just to
bring some clarity, we are defining these words, hopefully biblically. Yes. Where I want to just put a bow on the point I was trying to make, in the sense that there's a mission and then there's a submission. Okay. And my job is to lay down the life for like the representing Christ, which is that a marriage is two people becoming one. Mm-hmm. So I'm supposed to lead with this, like, lay down my life and lead, lay down my life and serve, and initiate on that and show you that, model that, right? To the kids, to the church, to everybody. Like, that's what I'm doing. And I'm hearing from God and I'm leading the family. I'm not controlling the family. I'm not domineering the family. I'm leading by servant leadership, like Jesus. You are leading co-equally with the same idea, but also a submission that at times your opinions, anyone's opinions, even if they're like, they really don't matter. Like so when I submit to Christ, there's times it's like my mission in life, Isaac's mission, is a submission to the Jesus mission, to the church mission. So my thoughts are under. Always, they're just under.
What's God doing right now? Like, what's he want for us? Of course.
A woman, a wife would just need to take some things and put them under. Yeah. Hopefully, again, not being told to submit, because that breaks the whole thing, the whole idea of unity.
But if you are both submitted to God, like, you will find that both of your wills
are a submission to the unit, to the marriage. Because if I win an argument, I lose if I lose you.
Yeah. And are the same. Like, because we're both submitted to God in prayer every day, like, we are, our wills are the same.
Yeah. And I would say, okay, you model submission in the sense that.
Yes. How do I model submission? I'm curious what you think.
You are trusting me. You're submitting. You're putting them under. You're taking your stuff and you're putting it under the marriage, under what we're building together to become one.
Yeah.
And then
like
I can tell, and then I'm like, hold on, I need to know your thoughts. You're like, I don't care. Like, well, I need you to. I
well,
trust
that's
you.
probably
like,
true. Also, there's some of that. I think if I could give an example, would be like I could start to worry about a situation. Let's say where Trent's going to go to college or something like that.
You worry
as a woman.
Come on.
And I'm not saying all women are like this, but we tend to carry things and worry about things more than the man. That's very stereotypical, but I would think that that's pretty general.
Yeah.
So one practical way that I do submit is I will bring to you what I'm concerned about. Obviously in prayer, I'm praying things through in the mornings and stuff. But if by some point I'm like, I'm really worried, or we need to be doing this more, you are so good at calming that fear and being like, this is the plan. This is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're not going to worry about that. We're going to let that go. And this is the direction. So that is probably one way that looks like submission.
Yeah.
As a wife is like,
what do you wish I would do more?
And I love, one side note.
Okay.
I love how you were talking about how, and I don't want to, is this what you're preaching on Sunday? I don't want to give it away.
I don't know.
But when you talk about carrying one another's burdens, when you said bear one another's burdens for the Lord.
Yeah.
So what that is, when I'm submitting a burden to you in a way, is like, I'm burdened with this. What you're doing is you're relieving that pressure. You're taking it off of me. You're bringing it to the Lord,
lifting
Jesus,
it and
whatever.
carrying it away.
And that actually, as we've meandered, as we've pagad in this conversation and landed on that place, I see that is one real way of submitting, is like, I can bring concerns or thoughts or things I'm anxious about to you, and you really do relieve that from me. And that's like how healthy marriages look.
I like that. So let's say this.
Okay. I could tell you were thinking about something else as I was saying that.
Well,
but no,
I got a little sleepy.
Yeah, you did get sleepy.
During that last point.
That hurt my feelings.
Well, laugh your way to a better marriage. Or I think that was one of the books.
It didn't hurt my feelings.
Just
laugh it.
I know. Sorry, no. I just was cognizant of the time. I was thinking about the listeners, and I was like, "Is this boring?" You know. I'm not saying it is or it isn't.
Were you burdened with the listeners?
No, I was.
The way you said that, I was thinking about the listeners. Okay, so mental note: if I go longer than 90 seconds, you start to worry about the listeners.
Maybe.
Okay, then let's go. Okay, here.
Real quick though, I just want to say that
you're going to bow it up again.
Well, I want to put a dot on this bow or on the I is the fact that all of this stuff, gets weird outside of the mission. The mission is relationship. Conversations.
Yeah.
Within that, you can have laying your life down, and you can have submission, and you can discover what that is. I don't think when you said submission on the side, I think first of all, I think women are like, what? I think men are like, huh? Like it's just like, this is my wife.
I'll be honest, I felt that way too. I was like, I'm like quoting
modern
Bible verses, and I'm like, why does this feel weird? And I'm like, why do I feel weird?
We don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Like gossip. Define gossip.
Yeah.
I mean, like what? Everyone just thinks that's like giving their prayer list to people. It's like, come on. So defining it. So I just wanted to say that, like, I think marriage in and of itself is two people becoming one through obviously death, laying down your life for each other, because half of you has to die or something, is conversations.
Yeah.
And within that, you can, lay down your life.
Yeah.
But if it's just this thing that you're doing for your marriage and some sort of like out there, I'm laying my life down, and you come home and you want your wife to be like, thank you, I submit.
You're right.
None of it really is going to, no.
Hurt people's feelings when I said that on Sunday morning then. Or make it feel incredibly unattainable. Because
first of all, it's a biblical concept. Just because someone doesn't know doesn't mean you can't speak it and have people go, I wonder what that's about, because it is Bible. We just, in this generation, again, we've seen women come to such an incredible place of leadership and health. I think that, and men, I think, almost become passive. We're trying to figure out, hold on, what does this look like? And so, first of all, we are talking about it.
Yeah.
We didn't mean to, but here we are. And so I just want to be clear and really allow people to benefit from this, that this comes through dinner times, date nights, work projects together, remodel projects together, church ministry together. Relationship will cause these things to flourish.
It would be really nice. One of the most beneficial things you can do for your marriage is have a hobby together.
Yes.
We realize that our hobby, we love to
work on the house.
Yeah, I was gonna say fix up houses. That sounds huge, but do projects together.
Yeah, projects. The chicken coop and I mean, even all of our buying of homes, selling of homes.
I mean, a simple hobby could be golf or something.
Yeah.
And when your kids are really little, you're like your hobby kind of is your children. So like things that you're doing for your kids and stuff like that. That's fun. But then as your kids get older and get driver's license, you really need to figure out what your hobbies are for each other. Yeah. 2 seconds before we wrap things up. I think this has been going for like 20-ish minutes. But the point of our podcast is called
Try Jesus.
We're titling it Try Jesus. And why don't you talk for a minute about what that means?
It's a Costco sample. I remember being at Costco and I think it was the chicken bake. And this sweet old lady was like, had the samples of chicken bakes out. That just sounded horrible. A chicken bake?
That's disgusting.
A baked, I don't know. I'm good.
Like a baked chicken.
And then she kind of looked at me. We made some awkward eye contact and I felt bad. So I was like, okay. So I popped the chicken bake in my mouth. And the rest is history. I love chicken bakes.
For those of you who don't know what a chicken bake is, it's like a flattened chicken nugget wrapped in a tortilla with cheese.
What?
That's what I would describe that.
What are you talking about?
It is. It's like a ground up chicken nugget.
A chicken nugget? It's a whole like dough with chicken and cream and
it's like a chicken nugget though. Alfredo? Honey. Wait, what's cheese. A chicken bake? I'm thinking of something else.
Big chicken bakes from Costco that we get.
I'm thinking of what are the little flattened half circle things? What are those? Chicken, like the little things.
Chicken tenders?
No. It's like a tortilla, like what I just read, like literally what I said. It's not a chicken bake. It's the thing. Oh my gosh, honey, I can't move on. It's like a half circle, and they're in the clear plastic, and you microwave it. What are
chicken
they?
Melts.
Chicken melts. Oh my gosh.
I just want to say that you've not been wasting your time listening to this podcast.
No.
The Lord is doing something supernatural.
Jesus is,
go back
to
Psalms,
that.
David, taste and see that the Lord is good. So we want to see things, but the truth of it is we need to taste them. God asks us to step out in faith and do something, taste something, take of something. And in that, God told Abraham, go, leave your country, leave your family, go first, and then I will show. And so the go comes first, and then the show. Obviously, like good, smart, Western philosophical Americans we want the show so we can take all risk out. We can take all dependence upon God out. We can fully understand something, but that's not Christianity. It's go, it's faith. It's take a risk, step out, move on that word, try it. And so, I did like the phrase when I first heard it. I was like, I hope people don't see it as like, this sort of like this shaky sort of, but you know what? We have the word of God. We have the unshakable truth that we can stand on. And with that, knowing that we're the ones that are unstable and we are the ones that don't know what we're doing and can't trust our feelings. And so if we're trying anything biblical or anything that's Jesus, there's always going to be risk involved. There's always going to be a not knowing, not sure. Don't wait around. Just pop that sample in your mouth.
Try Jesus.
And try it, man. Try fasting, try prayer, try reading your Bible, try a daily plan.
So
just
how would
move.
How would you use it in a sentence to somebody?
This first hit me with evangelism because I think that we're always trying to answer people's questions and we need to stop that. We really don't give into some of those questions. Pull a Jesus, which is like ask them a question almost because the truth of it is people are wandering in the dark and they have no compass, they have no light, and your word is a lamp unto my path, right? A lamp unto my
feet and a light unto my path.
Lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. There we go. And I just really started to get breakthroughs where I was actually helping people by not answering their question. Well, I don't believe the Bible is true. And it got there's one word in the King James. And I was like, I need to go answer that. I would go and research and then answer it and then find out they had 50 other skeptical, chaotic questions. The enemy showed up in the garden with a question. So questions do scare me because most likely they're accusations because people want to be heard and loved. So they just want to tell you that they have a problem with the Bible. Okay, fine, got it. But the truth of it is I want to know the people that I'm really supposed to reach and I can cut to the chase by, well, have you read the Bible? I don't believe in the Bible. Well, have you read it? Have you tried it?
Yeah.
And the truth of it is they haven't. Because when they do, like C.S. Lewis or anybody else, they go and they read the Bible for themselves and they see that Jesus is real because Jesus comes out of the page. Jesus is a revelation. He's an illumination from the word. And you have to see him. It's not an accumulation of knowledge, right? So
typically,
try it.
Yeah.
I think it's a great evangelism tool for people. It's like, well, come just try church. Well, church, you haven't been to my church. Come try my church. Come sit with me in church. You've never been to church, my church, in this year with what God's doing now.
Yeah.
And if you are hungry for God, you should come. You should come and try it. Come try a corporate worship service. Come try some of these songs that talk about God with the music and the anointed worship. Like, you might see God. Try it.
I love it.
Try it. Try it. Get out of skepticism. Get out of doubt. Get out of your past. Get moving, and God will start steering that car. And faith is activated, and we are created to live by faith. David, Hebrews 11, did anything by what? Faith. Gideon, Jephthah, Noah, Abraham, Sarah. Everything they did was by faith. And we sort of come on the scene and we're like, you know what? I think we're going to do everything through discipline and through understanding. And it's like, no, if David did it by faith, I'm going to do everything by faith. And so I got to get back into the risky, serving God and trying biblical truths out, understanding that they don't come through understanding.
Right.
They come through faith.
Right. And
then faith, you access grace. And so, I want to explore everything through the eyes of faith. That if you're stuck in your marriage and this podcast, you stumbled upon it, try something tonight. Try having dinner time. Well, my kids don't. Try it. Try making a bomb dinner. I don't know if people say bomb anymore. I don't know where that came from.
Bomb dinner.
But just try making a dinner. We hadn't had dinner, to be honest with you, with as a family in a little bit of time. And even last night, we love each other.
Sports.
We golf. We do
sports is all in.
And what did I make? I made I barbecue some chicken.
And
got some mashed potatoes and some gravy from Costco.
And I air fried broccoli too much.
And you air fried the broccoli too much.
Nothing.
Yep,
that was really sad.
You did. But we tried out our new dining room table. And it for a few minutes, it was funny. Like, I felt like no one can make eye contact. It was just like, we're just get eaten, ask a couple questions. Also, everyone's laughing, everyone's updating their days, and that's one of the hardest things to do is to get your kids to talk. And so, get a meal. Just try it. Just try dinner time. I know it hasn't worked in the past, but put the phones away. Don't get on them too much. But we need to create atmospheres where the phones can be put away, rather than us just like nagging our kids and kind of heaping on the problem with guilt.
Yeah, and we'll close here, but nagging comes from you not setting up either a standard or a rule or whatever it is. Like you just continually nag. Like, back when the kids were little, I used to say, like, if you can spank them or discipline them early on in the day, you'll have a better day. Otherwise, you just drip nag throughout the whole day of like frustration. You're agitated. Like, just deal with it. But like with phones, I remember you were like, we're not gonna watch phones in the car, because that's like the natural thing. Everyone gets in the car and like,
it's just a road trip.
The kids are on the
if we're going to church.
Yeah, it's like, we're gonna have some conversation.
Talk. Yeah, it's our time to talk.
So now you don't even mention it. It's like when we're in the car, when we're eating dinner, or anything like that. Yeah, phones are obviously not a part of our...
We want to discipline our kids, okay? But what happens if we don't discipline? We discipline through nagging.
And then it just, everyone's exhausted.
You're always on your phone.
Everyone's angry.
It's horrible. It's just pumping like anxiety into those relationships.
We'll get to the parenting conversation later on another time. But I also I think it'd be fun to have the boys in here and talking about their perspective of, because it's so funny, because it is cool at this stage of their life now. Trent will be 18 in February. Jude's 19.
Yeah.
And they thank us. Believe it or not, they have thanked us for times that are
kids want structure,
that we've disciplined and had them do certain things. So
it's true.
That sounds like a joke, but it actually is real.
Yeah.
But I think next week we have a guest with us.
Yeah. Don't miss it. But pray. Wake up tomorrow. Pray. Awaken the dawn.
Yeah.
Our prayer. It's our passion. we both pray an hour in the mornings. We pray together. Infuse everything with prayer.
And read your
Pray
Bible
with
every
your
day.
kids. Read your Bible. But awake in the dawn. I will see you in the morning, bright and early in the Spirit.
So throughout this podcast, we're going to start talking about like hot topics and bringing Try Jesus into each of them. So just topics that are going on. It feels like this season has been a very hot topic-y season.
Yeah.
Just lots of stuff going on in the world and our country. And we do want to discuss more of those things, how to have a Christ-like perspective on a lot of hot topics that people might be struggling with.
We're very angry at people right now. I'm angry at the church. And so I think it's going to be good.
No.
I think it's going to be
Actually,
good.
I read this morning, my Bible reading today was judge not. And Jesus was telling his disciples not to judge. And he's also talking about don't try and pull the speck out of your brother's eye until you remove the plank from yours. Because he says, only then will you be able to see clearly. Yeah. And I think we have been trying to pull specks out of people's eyes for a while when we have a plank. Yeah. So what's happening is we're just not seeing clearly. When you're judging people, it means you're not seeing clearly. So that would be my perspective on that. Okay, we love you guys.
Love you.
Do you have one last word since I said all the things?
Awaken the dawn.
Yes. Okay.
Awaken the dawn.
Okay, bye.